Westbrook to Kevin Durant. Oh, you know about the jumper, but he broke out the thumper again. And then Durant to Westbrook.
Oh, there are no words for how nasty these two all-stars can be.
Durant had some words for it. He said it was a dunk of the year. Thunder up 19 at the half, 22 for Westbrook. Thunder made an 18-2 run to take over. Westbrook throws it off Jason Thompson's head, dishes to Durant for another dunk, and that's how it went. Tyreke Evans, a career low 2 points. Durant had 29. Thunder rolls. And the Kings could be looking for a new home again. Back in February, you remember the Maloof brothers celebrated a deal to keep the team in Sacramento, but they're not happy with preliminary costs they were expected to pay for a new arena, and now Sacramento Mayor Kevin Johnson says the deal is dead.
Miami favored by 16 to beat visiting Charlotte, and frankly, that number seems low when you look at the Bobcats' numbers. Start with 7 wins, and yes, I know Dwayne Wade was out with an injury. Still 16, not enough. You can see how LeBron James and Chris Bosh elevate their scoring averages without Wade. First quarter, it's Bosh elevating. Heat up 7. Still in the first, Miami on the fast break. Terrell Harris to LeBron James. Alley-oop me, Heat up 12. Bit later, James going to block DJ White's jumper. That's embarrassing. And then that's high percentage. Heat up 14 after 1. Let's go early third. It's 15. Bosh, he'll make that. Now it's 17. Still in the third. Shane Battier knocking the ball away underneath. Harris to James. Stop looking at my lemonade. James, 19 points in 29 minutes. Bosh, 18 points in 30 minutes. The Heat win 105-82. That's by 23. Told you 16 wasn't enough.
Hey, as it turns out, Dwight Howard's problem is bigger than just back spasms. A Los Angeles doctor confirmed Friday that Howard has a herniated disc. The team says there's no timetable for his return, which will depend on how he responds to treatment. Orlando 1-3 without Howard entering Friday, and they play without him again at home against the Hawks. First quarter, Hawks up 7 and running. Marvin Williams landed in, then later, Williams to Josh Smith. This will be fun. Now, the Hawks in the first quarter scored 36 points. They shot 75%, 15 out of 20 from the floor, 3 of 6 from 3. So, third quarter, Magic down 17. Check out Glenn Davis as he just backs off Smith, and Smith knocks that down, and Stan Van Gundy's like, Dwight, can you hurry back, Dwight? Time winding down in the third. Hawks up 86-62. Gennaro Pargo for 3. Pargo 5 of 8 from threes. Hawks made 14 threes. Hawks win it 109-81. That was game 1 between the Penguins and Flyers in their first-round Stanley Cup playoff series. Barry Melrose is with us to break down game 2. And, Barry, the Penguins really needed for things to get better, and they got worse.
Yeah, this was a must-win for the Penguins. You can't fall down 2-0 going back to Philadelphia, one of the tougher buildings to play in the NHL. Pittsburgh had to win this game.
It started well for Pittsburgh. Just after the opening face-off, Sidney Crosby to Steve Sullivan, back to Crosby for a goal. 15 seconds into the game. How'd that happen so quickly, Barry?
The starts haven't been the problem for Pittsburgh. It's been the finishes. Right here, you're going to see the Philadelphia Flyers. Their 5 guys are going to change. They don't like the matchup they have. So when the draw is taken, all the Flyer players go to the bench. Everything's right. The puck goes deep into the Pittsburgh end. They get the new guys out, but they're lazy coming out. They never got into the right lanes, and we had a goal 15 seconds into the game.
Later in the first, Penguins on the power play. Chris Letang keeps it in the Flyer zone. James Neal to Chris Kunitz. 2-0 Penguins after that goal, and Peter Laviolette is going to need another comeback.
Deja vu all over again. Peter Laviolette calls a timeout, tears a strip off his team, making sure they're ready to go.
Under 8 to play in the period. Penguins on the power play again. Ilya Bryzgalov didn't save all of them, but he saved the ones he had to.
Fantastic save. I think that was one of the turning points in the game, that save right there.
Later on the same power play, Marc-Andre Fleury able to make a save on Claude Giroux's breakaway, but Maxime Talbot there for the putback. 2-1 on the shorthanded goal.
Pittsburgh plays a forward on the point on the power play. That's why there was a little bit of trouble there.
And then Crosby to Paul Martin, who fires a shot for the goal.
Man, I could score 50 goals playing with Crosby. You just come into the slot and shoot the puck, and he leaves it in your wheelhouse all the time.
Penguins up 3-1 after one second period. Jakub Voracek, nice back pass to Giroux, who's on the board. Flyers down 3-2.
Well, things are getting bad now for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Drew's on fire.
Then Philadelphia wins a faceoff. Talbot to Giroux. Game tied at 3, and here comes Philly once again. Ensuing faceoff, Evgeny Malkin wins the faceoff. The great spinning pass to James Neal. His shot is blocked, but Kunitz on the rebound. And why was Brizgalov so frustrated?
Well, he's either mad at himself or he's mad at his team. We're not quite sure, but that stick is shot.
Sean Couturier, right before the end of the second, game tied at 4 after 2. We go third period now. Tyler Kennedy beats Brizgalov with a soft backhander, and the Pens up 5-4. But then just 15 seconds later, Barry, another goal.
Well, right here off the draw, everyone looks like they got man. Lovejoy gets it. He tries to pass up the middle. Couturier intercepts it, goes in and makes a beautiful play on Fleury. Don't go up the middle of the rink unless you're 100% sure.
So that's a hat trick for Couturier. And then Jaromir Jagr, his 78th career playoff goal, most among active players. Flyers up 6-5, less than 2 minutes to play. Giroux, the 2-on-1. He finds Couturier, who scores. Couturier and Giroux, both with hat tricks. And the Flyers win at 8-5 to go up 2-0. It's the first time the teams had two players with hat tricks in the same playoff game since J.P. Dumont and Jason Pominville did it for the Sabres in 06. Game 3 Sunday in Philadelphia. The Flyers 17-0 after winning the first 2 games of a playoff series. And Barry, that seems to say this series is over. What do you say about it?
I don't think it's over. Pittsburgh is a team that's won a Stanley Cup. They have a veteran team in the dressing room. They have a veteran coach who's won a Stanley Cup. They know things have to change. Their power play has been brutal. Fleury has not outplayed Brizgalov. That's got to change big time because Brizgalov was supposed to be the weakness in this Philadelphia team, and he's turning out to be a strength. The Stars of Pittsburgh must be better. Malkin's not giving them much. Crosby is in and out, playing very well, and then not giving them much. Neal's not scoring. Those guys must put the puck in the net. All the best players for Philadelphia are playing great. All the best players for Pittsburgh aren't. That's the biggest difference in this series. Pittsburgh has to go into Philadelphia and win the first game. They're not trying to win 2. They're trying to win 1. If they do that, they're right back in the series.
All right, we'll see Sunday afternoon. Now, Neil's going to get jealous if I do any more highlights with you, so Neil will be back later for more Friday's playoff action with you.
Where is he, doing his nails?
I think so. Put down the Emery board. You're up. Actually, I'm up. Diamondbacks and Rockies, Daniel Hudson going for the Diamondbacks. Bottom of the 4th. Rockies down 6-4. Runners in 2nd and 3rd for Colorado. Todd Helton. Base hit. Carlos Gonzalez and Troy Tulowitzki come in to score. And what's that to say about Tulowitzki?
It's not a Rockies highlight if he ain't in it.
So the game's tied at 6. Bottom of the 8th. Same score. Runner on 1st for Colorado. Brian Shaw with a pickoff attempt. And Gonzalez advances to 3rd on the throw, which was a little bit wild. So running in scoring position for Colorado. Todd Helton at the plate. Tulowitzki struck out before him. Helton going the other way. That's going to drop in fair territory. That'll get the run home. Helton 3 for 5 with 3 RBI, and the Rockies with a 7-6 lead. Top of the 9th now. Rafael Betancourt in to close it for Colorado. He's got a man on base, 2 outs. Gets Paul Goldschmidt. And the Rockies going to win it 7-6, dropping Arizona to 5-2 on the season.
Boy, a fresh start has led to a good start for the Dodgers, 6-1. They're tied at 8 with 2 on in the bottom of the 9th. The Dodgers look like they had this thing finished, but in the top of the 9th with 2 outs, Chase Headley off Kenley Jansen, your setup guy, because Javi Guerra has been needed to rest, and so that tied it up, and here we are in the bottom of the 9th. James Loney looking to walk this thing off. We'll update when it goes final. Still ahead, a crazy base running play in Philly that you got to see, and Matt Cain was lights out, no doubt inspired by an emotional first pitch.
We've driven many miles.
A lot of liquid.
It's not for sissies.
It's no joke. My clothes hurt.